Hi kids, let's talk about something that we've all seen and is happening quite a lot. Quite a lot, that's an understatement of the word. I'm talking about just fandom toxicity. Is that a word? Toxicity? Yes. Obviously, regarding the recent Doctor Who, there's been tons of that. I've always been of the belief that no matter how bad something you think something is, you've still got to take into account nobody sets out to make something bad. Everyone works hard on it. Nobody goes, I'm just going to do something really bad now. Things may not appeal to you and things may not have turned out the way someone intended, but no one sets out to make rubbish, as far as I know. I made a film and it's not great. But did I think it was rubbish when I wrote it, when I directed it, when I acted in it? No, neither did anyone else. But as always, there's people who like to sit behind their keyboards in the dark, who haven't done anything with their lives. We call these trolls, don't we? I call them...
What a bunch of a-holes.
Anyway, and they just like to throw scorn out onto the world, and it's happening with everything. And now I don't know whether it's like got to like a critical mass of negativity, but people are never satisfied with anything. You know, I had people telling me I should not be making any more films, and then if I do make the film, they tell me it's rubbish, and I shouldn't have made it. But if I give up on a film, which I have done, I have said, all right, I'm not doing this. People have said, haha, he's a quitter. So what do you do, you know? Obviously the answer to that is ignore them and tell them to go fly a kite. But let's look at some films that's coming up, some big things coming up. Superman. James Gunn's new Superman with David Corenswet playing the Man of Steel. That is on the way. It's had some trailers out, and there probably are quite a lot of people excited for it. And I have noticed some people saying this is going to be awesome. But there's always the undercurrent of people trying to be edgy, saying, oh, this is going to be bad, like they've got some crystal ball, you know. I mean, there's no need for the negativity. Don't get me wrong. My favorite Superman, right? Bear in mind, I'm 55 years old, right? My favorite Superman is Henry Cavill. Christopher Reeve was awesome in the 70s for what he did. He's never going to be, you know, matched or whatever. But Henry Cavill is my favorite Superman. Were his films as good as he deserved? I don't think so, but I'm not going to be turning into some kind of insane Cinder fan. So he's getting all this stick. Fantastic Four is another one. A lot of people have described it as the film that Marvel really needs to have a big hit with. And it started out with people getting excited, saying, oh, it's going to be so much better than those terrible Tim Story movies, which I personally love. Now it's just this. Everyone hating on it. Not everyone, but, you know, a big number of people. I think my point is, you're allowed to have an opinion. Of course you are. Everyone is. But the golden rule, right? Why do people say stuff online? This is probably proof that I'm an old git. Why do people say stuff online that they wouldn't say to someone's face? It's like, it's so tiring. It's like, yeah, you're an edgy millennial or whoever, or you're just a person with an axe to grind who think you're a badass, but these people never speak up when something turns out to be like a multi-billion-dollar hit. They go, oh, wait for the look around for the next thing to hate. He-Man, Masters of the Universe has just finished wrapping filming, and they've released a teaser photo of the titular character, and lo and behold, the negative comments come in again. I love the way some of the ones that make me laugh the most is the people who just predict the future. You know, the crystal ball lot. This is going to suck hard. You know this, do you? How to Train Your Dragon. Like a lot of people, I thought, why are they doing a live-action remake of a perfectly good animated film? But it looks interesting and it looks really well done. And there are a lot of people saying it's great, but as usual, look what we get. It's like, why are you people wasting your time? Like all the time getting online and doing it. I'm going to change the world. I mean, much like my video, this video is not going to change anyone's mind. It's just my frustration. I have to kind of point out these things and get a bit off my chest, you know. I don't like the way people are spiraling into being badasses, you know. Ghostbusters, there's a new Ghostbusters cartoon coming out. Ghostbusters is one of those franchises where it kind of started out as a kind of middle of the road Saturday Night Live crew, you know, Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, etc. But they can't catch a break. Ghostbusters 2 is derided by Ghostbusters fans. Every Ghostbusters film since then has been derided, especially the all-female one. Anyway, what was the next one? Marvel has done a new series of What If coming up, season 3, coming out in December the 22nd. And the comments are there again. People are hating it. People are hating it ahead of time, pre-hating it. And then, of course, you've got Doctor Who, which people are hating what happened. People are hating what's coming. People are, you know, I've suggested already in a previous video that I would like to see the League of Gentlemen guys, Mark Gatiss, Reece Shearsmith, Steve Pemberton, running the show. Now, in recent days, Babylon 5 creator J. Michael Straczynski has mentioned again he would like to be the showrunner of Doctor Who. I don't mind. I'm up for it, you know. Some people have said, oh, well, you know, he's not the best comic writer or whatever. It's like, look, give him a chance. Can he be any better than the last guy or any worse than the last guy? He's certainly got a track record. And he's moved to the UK, right? Get this. He moved to the UK recently with no work to do, no plans, no contracts. It's basically a massive gamble. I think he's just moving to the UK thinking, well, I'm never going to get the job of show running Doctor Who unless I live in the UK. And guess what? He's put his money where his mouth is in that case. Give him a go. Why not? Basically, I think what I'm trying to say is it's the easiest thing in the world to pour scorn and hatred on something. And at the end of the day, it achieves absolutely nothing except wasting your time. And maybe it brings people down. Again, one of my creative inspirations is Kevin Smith. He's got a lot of haters, but he was once said something which I'm going to completely butcher. I may put the quote up below here just to get it right, but he said something like, you know, the cost of saying something nice to a creator is absolutely minimal, and it could result in amazing things. It could result in your favorite film, book, story, painting, whatever. You get so much more out of lifting people up. Or if you don't want to lift people up, just don't say horrible stuff. Just what's the point? Just go about your, go outside. I'm not going to say touch grass. I think that's a stupid saying, but basically go and do something nice for somebody. You know, I don't believe anyone walks around 24 hours a day. Oh, I hate this, I hate that. What can I hate today? It's like a comedy character. I think everyone thinks they're reasonably decent human beings, but sometimes you get behind a keyboard and you go, I hate you, I hate this, I hate that, this sucks, that sucks. It's just silly, isn't it? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, those are the big things coming up. We've got obviously the future of Doctor Who, whatever that may be. What If Season 3 in December. Ghostbusters, new animated Ghostbusters are coming out. How to Train Your Dragon is about to well, I think it's had its premiere. So we'll be interested to see what that does. I think it's made a lot of money already. He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Lots of people saying it's going to be great. A lot of people saying it's going to be campy and sort of tongue-in-cheek. Who knows? The Fantastic Four and Superman. I'm certainly going to cinema to watch 3 of those. Well, that'll be Superman, Fantastic Four, and possibly How to Train Your Dragon. But let me know what you think. This is a good video to leave your comments below. And how about proving me wrong and not being a douchebag in the comments? How about being, like the majority of the people who subscribe to my channel, the majority of the people are pretty sensible, pretty laid back and level-headed, and like, hey, I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like, and let's leave it at that. There are 1 or 2 douchebags there who never get their comments approved, so again, why waste your time? So yeah, let's talk about this in a reasonably sensible, human kind of way. And what do you think about the negative comments and the trolls and the idiots? Because I know I shouldn't be giving them any airtime, but it is really tiring of seeing the usual. This is gonna suck. This has happened since the beginning of the internet, hasn't it? And I wish those people would just rethink their lives, because it would be better if they spent all this time and energy making something themselves. We all know that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, until the next video, take care, have a good day, and I'll see you soon.